So we have a 6 foot by 6 foot bell / stratification chamber with mass all around it, and then a bed on top of that. But what we're figuring out right now is where to put the combustion unit and barrel, and where the pipes go and all that stuff. So one of the things we need to know, we need to do right away, there's some hard and fast things that we need to set. And that's an offset for anything flammable. So we need to offset the barrel 18 inches off of anything that's flammable. So we measured from the wall and made a mark on the floor here, on the ground here. So that's 18 inches away from that. And we also checked and we figured that the edge of the barrel is going to be about 18 inches away from the mattress itself. Right?
Yes, sir.
So then what we need to do is figure out, okay, where in this plane, where in this line are we going to place the works? Now, I know from talking to Chris that the head of the bed is over on that side, and the foot of the bed is over on this side. And it's running long ways this way, and short ways that way. So, we're discussing, okay, what about the placement of the barrel? Obviously, we need to be 18 inches away from the back wall with anything that's, that's got heat in it. So, we're going to come from the bottom of the barrel into the bed, and then from the bed back into a chimney. So if the chimney is sitting back here, it needs to be 18 inches away from the wall. If the chimney is sitting over here, same rule for this wall. Right? But we discussed, what's the most convenient way of using this stove? You want to think about things like that. You want to think about where's the wood coming in from, how am I going to get the wood in the room, where am I going to put the wood?
Where's the entrance to the room?
Where's the entrance to the room? The entrance to the room is over on this side, over here. Right?
There'll be a door there, folks.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
this is all temporary for now. We're putting this space together still. So I'm going to walk in the door with an armload of wood. Right? Now I'm clearly not going to walk over the top of the bed. That's off limits over there.
Correct.
I have this path to the other side of the room where I can set my stuff down. So I'm going to walk the path with an armload of wood, and then I'm going to set it someplace. I'm just going to put it in that corner there. So I actually envision like a rack or something right here.
Sure.
To put wood in. Whether it goes that way or this way is going to be taster's choice. Right, whatever you want. So if the wood's going here, then I want the feed box facing me. Right? Because if I put the wood here and I have to feed it on this side of the barrel, then it's a go-round. I walk around all this to get the wood over here. I want to feed it. I mean, that was one of the things too, is that what if Chris wants to lay down on this bed and sit here or sit on the edge of his bed and feed wood in?
That was a consideration.
Yeah, if you want to lay here and you're reading a book and you want to just drop wood in, that sounds kind of nice.
Yeah.
And someday we're going to invent a rocket stove that you can feed from either side.
Oh, man.
That would be pretty awesome.
Oh.
Kind of figured that the feed really has to be on this side. Or it really, it should be on this side. Now, Chris can still sit on the edge of his bed over here and feed wood into the rocket.
Yeah, I was sad, but I'll survive. Because really, actually, I would like to have something to the side of the bed over where the planter and the drill motor over is. That would be a nice place to put a glass of water or...
If the feed's on that side and we're already 18 inches from the wall, we can't put a chimney over here, obviously.
Correct.
Even if that chimney was really cool, it would be a bad idea.
Do you have to have an 18-inch clearance?
The rules are typically a chimney 18 inches away. All exhausts are 18 inches away.
Okay.
I mean, there may be got to check your local building ordinance.
Sure.
Well, all right. Either way, let's pretend. Okay, it's an 8-inch system, so we have an 8-inch chimney coming off of there.
Yes, sir.
And there's probably going to be a couple fingers between the actual chimney and the stove. In the barrel. I don't imagine it's going to be sitting right up against it.
Correct.
Sometimes we do that, but I think it's a pain in the butt, personally.
Sure.
Because when you're going to take this off at some point, you're going to be struggling with it.
Yes, sir.
Right? So, 2 fingers and then 8 inches is right about here. Right? So, I'll put my foot right about there. And if I go, 18 inches is way back here. There's a lot of play in the space.
Okay.
Okay, do we want to go exact to it? Or do we want to leave that place so you can put a little table there for your wood?
I'd rather the play. I'd rather it maybe have some kind of shelves there.
Walking around this side, I don't know, I like to have space here so I can stand here or even pull a chair up in this corner.
Yes.
Well, if you're going to put a rack, then that ain't happening.
I would probably put the wood on the wall. I could see, yes, I could see having some stout shelves up there to put what I would burn on the wall.
Typically, I'll put like 3 months worth of wood outside under a good roof, and I'll bring in a night's worth.
Sure, sure.
You know, so me at home, I just have like a wood carrier.
Nice.
One night's work, one night's fire.
Nice.
You know, but what, you know, some people like more storage than that. You know, and if this was much closer, it'd be really tight here.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have the room we have now and not pinch it any closer.
Pinch it too far. You know, and as I pointed out before, off of the bottom of this barrel, we have a radius from like, about here someplace, all the way around to again about here someplace, so we could pull an exhaust pipe out of it.
Correct.
It doesn't have to come right off of that side. It doesn't have to come 90 off of this side.
Okay.
There's a lot of, wriggle room
Sure.
for movement. So if we run a pipe that's kind of diagonal out of here, we could hit the base of your bed pretty easy
Okay.
and still have, this where it's at.
Okay.
All right, so the firebox itself, it's going to stick out about roughly, this is just the brick part of the firebox, like as if it was raw brick, about 12 inches off of this side. It's an 8-inch rocket stove that we're building. Yeah, so our firebox, the actual brick to brick part is going to be about 12 inches wide by about 12 inches long, roughly. And inside that, there's like a 7-inch by 7-inch square. That square is our feed.
Okay.
So that about is where the feed is. And then outside of that, we're going to end up with this kind of cob part that holds onto that and keeps it from just falling apart. Because they're just bricks set against each other. And when you put wood in, it's going to shove them out. So you need to capture that. So I usually use cob to do that. So that's more or less going to be the footprint. Now if I go over here and trace around the barrel, don't fuck around. Just wanted to make sure that the front line of the barrel's in the marks.
Okay.
Okay. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and I'm going to pick up some bricks and get them cleaned up, and then we'll be back with the laying out of the base.